Hello again. Well, today I am sharing my most recent cruise outfits. Some of you may not know, I actually have a cruise packing list over on my blog, and I will be sure to link that below. If you just hit the show more, it will open up the description box of the video, tells you all the links that I'm going to mention of everything, other videos. I'll also try to pin it to the top of the comments section. Yeah, the packing guide is something that I finally got on my website. I've been meaning to do for years. This is one that I generally follow just when we're going on any trip so I don't forget things. Now, this is specifically for a 7-day, but of course you could alter it to fit a shorter cruise or a longer cruise. So it will have, for instance, like 2 formal outfit suggestions because that's normal for a 7-night cruise. I also have an Alaska packing list and then a blank one. So if you just want to print that out and fill out your own, you're welcome to do that. So this last cruise that we did was over New Year's, and I've had several of you ask if I will share what I wore. We went on the Celebrity Equinox out of Port Canaveral. It was after Christmas. I was visiting my parents and we thought, you know what? We always want to do a cruise for New Year's or after Christmas because there's kind of that lull in the schedule, and was like, this is just perfect. We have been on 2 of the sister ships, Silhouette and can't remember the other name of it right now when you've been on too many cruises, but that was our 3rd time being on that class of ship from Celebrity, and Celebrity is definitely one of our favorites, and it was a great cruise. We didn't know what we would think of a New Year's Eve cruise because that was our first time. I know many of you have told me that you go every year. We met so many people on the ship. We probably talked to more people than we ever have in our 20 plus, I guess almost coming up on, well, really 25 years of cruising. We talked to so many people. It was actually a great cruise. So we booked again for next New Year's on a cruise. So anyway, this first night, actually, let me tell you about my embarkation day outfit because I usually have a little bit of a formula. If you watched my last year's spring, I think it was a 10-night on Celebrity Beyond. I kind of wear the same things now and again. It used to always be linen pants and a white tee and maybe a denim jacket. And I still like linen pants too, but I have been doing some version of almost like black and white or a neutral. So I wore black kind of dressy shorts, which I did that in the Mediterranean getting onto, and then a white t-shirt and some black sandals. It's just so easy. I love good basic neutrals like that. So I was going to wear the shorts, but it was a little chilly that first day, a little windy getting on the ship. So I opted for some J. Crew linen pants. I believe these are still available. I think they come back every year. If so, I will definitely link them for you. And it was just an easy outfit. I didn't actually get an entire look of my outfit, but I'll pop in a picture here of me wearing them at another point. So because night 1 was a little chilly, you never know, I feel like, and I'm kind of one of those, I never know what I'm going to be in the mood for night 1, depending on what we're doing, where the itinerary is going, the time of year, all that. So I have been bringing these Amazon linen pants. I absolutely love them. You've seen them before on a few different cruises. And to me, they're a go-to for either later in the cruise when maybe I don't want to dress up as much, or maybe we're just doing the buffet or casual dinner instead of going to the dining room. I always have these pants with me now. So I opted to wear these with like a sleeveless tank t-shirt. I wrapped a sweater around because it was kind of chilly. I just feel like it elevates the look a little bit, add some jewelry, threw on a little bit of a heel sandal. You know, they're pretty short, but it just dresses it up enough. And a nice bag, and I was good to go. I really liked this outfit. I love black and tan together anyway. And to me, these pants are just that great staple vacation item to bring with you on any type of trip. So the first formal night, this was a little interesting to us because we weren't sure, you know, being a 7-night, they had 2 formal nights, but then you had New Year's in between. And I wasn't sure, you know, because New Year's didn't fall on one of the formal nights, how that was going to be. So we could have definitely skipped one of the formal nights and just used that for New Year's. So something to keep in mind if you're going on a New Year's cruise and not sure, now we know. But anyway, so I had this dress. This was new. This was a last minute purchase, and y'all have heard me say before, sometimes the last minute purchases are some of the best and they end up being my absolute favorites. Well, I just wasn't feeling some of the dresses I had, and I tried on a lot because I knew, oh, it's New Year's, I can go all out. I can do sequins, sparkly, you know, everybody is going to be all over the place, and that's exactly how it was. So don't be afraid, pull out anything you want on New Year's for a cruise. So I had, you know, sequin pants and things like that in mind, and it just felt a little too extra. Wasn't quite feeling it, even though I liked them. And I usually share all those things, in my Like to Know It or on Instagram. So definitely follow me both of those places. Like to Know It, I post things there usually first before I post anywhere else. And that's a good place, so in case things sell out. And then if I have a quick sale find or anything really quick, I will put that up on Instagram. So this dress is probably no longer available, but I found almost an exact duplicate for it that I will link for you below, and it comes in other colors, so that's great. So again, loved this color. As soon as I put the dress on, I'm kind of a sucker for a one-shoulder swimsuit dress. Not so much a top maybe, but I love it in a dress or a swimsuit. And as soon as I put this on, the color, the fit, everything, I really, really liked it. But I did just recently find it, and that was something I put up on Instagram really quick for you. Wore it with some sparkly shoes that I had had for a couple of years and a nice little gold clutch. It was so pretty. My husband and I got compliments on our outfits. He usually wears like a dark gray suit and, just a regular shirt and a tie. But I know at dinner specifically that night, people were like, oh my God, you're like the best dressed couple we've seen so far. I was like, oh, how nice. So definitely the dress was a winner. I didn't really take a lot of during the day outfits, but I will tell you a couple of things that I wore. But for night 3, I wore this green and yellow print skirt again with a white tank. I say again because if you follow me on Instagram, you saw I wore it. I think it was Labor Day weekend. We went down to Florida for the weekend, and I had purchased this a little bit earlier in the summer because we thought we were going to Palm Beach, and I had shared there was a couple of different dresses and a skirt all with the same pattern, and I really liked all of them, but the skirt just really spoke to me. Again, I shared those on Instagram. Well, our Palm Beach trip got canceled. It was kind of a work trip, so we were just going to combine the two. So I finally got to wear this skirt in Florida, and then I thought, you know what? I loved it so much. I am definitely bringing it again on this vacation. So you'll probably see it a lot. It is a retailer that looks like comes out with a similar thing each year, just in a different print and pattern. So you won't find this exact one, but I really loved the green. Again, taking the Lily bag that thankfully is back this year. I've already posted that. And not much else to say about this one. I just love it. It's simple, but feels very tropical, put together, perfect for a beach vacation, cruise vacation, like I mentioned, Palm Beach. So the next night I wore this beautiful blue and white print dress. This dress would be just perfect. I like picture, on a Mediterranean cruise going to Greece. It's very full and flowing. Again, this was a dress I was going to take with me on that Palm Beach trip. However, I did post it in my Instagram as soon as I got it, tried it on. I paired it with this Amazon belt because to me, the silhouette of the dress, I need something to pull my waist in slightly, and I don't love a spaghetti strap dress on me or top typically. So I need to add a little bit more interest. Now, unfortunately, this dress did sell out very quickly, but again, this retailer often has similar things, and I will find similar blue and white style dresses because it's just so good. It's one of those you could wear just year after year. So the next day we were in Puerto Rico, and we had not been to San Juan in a few years, and I wore that green print palm outfit that I wore earlier in the year. You saw when it was brand new. I showed it in a spring haul and also on a cruise, little weekend cruise with friends. It's a short and top set, and I just love it. I'm going to be wearing that a ton. I will keep my eye out for something similar this year, but I like that you can mix and match it. The shorts are pull on. It's like one of those you look pulled together, but you're nice, cool, and comfortable. So I wore that walking around. And usually depending on the port, if the port's super casual, I will just wear like a plain pair of like linen shorts or even like Nike running shorts and a t-shirt and some sandals or flip-flops. Like it really depends on the port and what I'm doing in port. So for the next night, I wore this striped maxi skirt again. Again, this was one of those you saw on that weekend cruise earlier in the spring. I just loved this skirt as soon as I saw it. However, they don't have this one with the multi-stripes, but I did just see they have a green and white print this year that is so pretty. So it's the same skirt. I'm really liking this brand too, I found. They have like a lot of pretty things. I think that might be the same one that blue and white print dress. But anyway, just paired this with a white tank. I specifically bought these orange sandals last year because I thought they would look great with like an all white outfit, but definitely with this skirt, and they're just so fun. I'm not sure if they have them anymore, but I'll definitely check. And then kind of a last minute thing. Last year I was looking for it, but I couldn't find one, but I did end up coming across an orange necklace because I thought, I would like to have something more on top to balance it out. And sometimes with a plain white tank or maybe a skirt, I like to have like a statement necklace. So I found this one from Amazon. It matched. It was very pretty. Again, I can get use out of it wearing it with other neutrals. So on the second formal night, I brought out an Old Faithful. Some of you guys are going to laugh at how long I've had this dress. I have not worn it though since 2019. I wore it on a cruise for my parents' 50th wedding anniversary in California that year. And I think before that, I maybe hadn't worn it in a while. But this dress is at least like from 2016, I'm wanting to say. It could even be older. But I was just looking for something else in my closet. And sometimes it just speaks to me. You've heard me say before, I keep certain clothing items, especially certain more formal dresses, nice dresses in my closet because I might not wear them for a few years and all of a sudden I'll just look at it and it looks brand new again and I can't wait to wear it. That's with this dress. So I tried it on. I thought, yep, I still feel great in it. I still like it. It doesn't look dated, you know, especially for what I'm wearing it for. I mean, it depends on the occasion if I would wear it that I might feel it looks a little, I could do something a little more fresh. But if I'm just wanting that extra outfit for a cruise, for a formal night, I wear this. Now, obviously this is no longer available, but the brand is Eliza J, and I highly suggest checking out that brand. I'll try to link some options for them below. And then the last night, this was a new dress, and it was kind of a last minute purchase. I was surprised to see they had some new things on the site. It's still available on the site. It comes in one other print, but I loved this green. I think last year I was in kind of a green moment anyway. Obviously, I bought that green and yellow print skirt, and sometimes I'm just really drawn to certain colors. So the last couple of years has probably been green. The shades of green were just so pretty. It is a maxi style, so it could pass as something like a little more dressy. You know, when you put it on, it does feel a little more dressy. I wouldn't probably wear it for a formal night. That's just me, but if that's more your taste, you obviously could. I did size down to a 4, I think, in this. Yeah, I think it's 4, 6, 8. I was gonna say, I don't think it's small, medium, but I did size down because I think the review said it ran a little oversized and that fit perfect. Kind of cinches in at the waist. I do believe it zips up the back, but this is great. And I do plan on probably bringing this with me on our next cruise a little bit later in the spring. So let me know if you have any cruises coming up and where to. I would love to know. Stay tuned for the cruise outfits coming up a little later in the spring. And be sure to check out that packing list that I linked below as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.